What's up, guys? Twintuitive 717. I am back with the Bossy Saucy Beaver, and we're going to dive right into some messages around the collective because what I am getting... Sorry, guys, I just want to clear the energy out of my deck here before I dive into the message. But, okay, so what I am getting for Divine Masculine and Feminine is there's been a huge disconnect on the journey. Many of you feel very negative towards the twin flame concept. Maybe you feel like, you know what, I've done so much growth, I don't believe in twin flames. I feel like there is this very, one foot in, 1 foot out. So there's been a majority of the collective feeling a negative take or a negative spin on the whole concept of the twin flame journey, being feminine, being masculine. And so I feel like telepathy as well, there's been a huge disconnect, but energetically, and especially around the dreams I've been having, I feel like telepathy is returning to the connection, and that is where many of you are going to start seeing a shift on your journey. For a lot of you, I feel like things are dead, okay? And that's because telepathy is suffering, and the reason telepathy is suffering is because there's so much static, okay, in the form of information, and many of us are seeking clarity on our path as well. So I do foresee many of us remembering to turn inward on the journey. So I do feel like many of us less and less, we're going to start following others versus following our own intuition. I feel like a lot of us are forgetting to do that on the journey, is check in with ourselves, and maybe that is why the telepathy itself has fizzled out between masculine and feminine, because there's so much information available that we forget to, again, go inwards and tune in. Okay, so because that's been dead and it's not been practiced enough, I feel like a lot of that has not been felt between you two. So I'm going to clear the energy out of this deck, and I'm going to randomly pull 3 cards, and I'm going to find out what's occurred in the past between you two, what is currently happening in the present, and then the outcome card for Divine Masculine and Feminine. Okay, these are going to be completely random, guys. It's not even in any order. It's just as I feel to part the deck. Okay, so let's start off with the past between the Divine Masculine and Feminine. Okay, so what kind of things have been affecting the connection? Okay, so we have the 9 of Swords here, and the 9 of Swords is, I do feel like, even with the blood in her eyes, just kind of feeling fed up, maybe feeling all of the lower vibrational parts of the journey, stepping into the dark night of the soul, because the 9 is, it's like you're almost there with that completion in a sense. Okay, many of you have had quite a lot of experiences around just maybe betrayal in a sense. Okay, if you're in the feminine energy, you've watched your masculine choose a karmic path, and that in itself has felt like a sword, because you know that what you've shared with them is genuine, especially on a soul level, on a spiritual level, and you know that they've felt aspects of this twin flame journey as well. So to see them choose another path, and I feel too like many of your masculines have had this tendency to make it seem like you are the crazy one, Divine Feminine, on the journey, or this whole thing is one-sided. But I feel like for a lot of you, your inner truth is that you know that they've exchanged information with you, or they've exchanged experiences with you that are genuinely real. Like, many of you have completely shut your masculines out, and yet they've still found a way to reach out because they themselves can't deny that pull or the feeling towards you. Okay, so I feel like I don't know, I feel like this reading is giving me there's been some kind of death to the connection. Something occurred where a cycle needed to be completed here, and you were almost there, Divine Feminine, just by cutting ties with the Divine Masculine once and for all, created this new feeling of going on the path on your own for a minute, figuring yourself out without the journey holding on to you. And I feel like that is where it started, where many of you started maybe dabbling in a lot of tarot readings, or that might have become some sort of habit in your daily routine, where it was just this need to know basis. And I feel like a lot of you have taken a step back from that, and you fully released and let go somehow. But because you fully released and let go, the telepathy was affected, because I feel like a lot of you had this attitude of just I'm fed up. I don't care. I'm just letting go of this. Even like even if you were wrong about your divine masculine, I feel like a lot of you were just like, I'll take it. Like if I was wrong about this journey, but I really just want it to stay the fuck away from me. Like I want all of this to be completely done. And in turn, many of you started to feel your masculine's energy less and less and less and less. Because I do feel like the more you started having those tower moments, because remember, the whole twin flame journey is about, as you receive these lessons, we experience deeper parts of awakening. We see the stuff we're made of and our ability to be able to move on despite what it is we're going through. But in the last little while, I do feel like the response to your divine masculines has been a bitter one. Okay, and I feel like a lot of the divine feminine collective are now remembering the truth again. Wait a second. I'm on this journey to experience different soul lessons, to show what it is or to see what it is I am made of. Okay. Now, with that comes a level of forgiveness for your masculines as well, because I feel like a lot of us have gone through this, it's like this portion of the journey where we forgot that this was all about opening up our hearts, opening up our minds, awakening. We completely forgot about that. And that is because we started to see our counterpart less and less as our twin flame and more of just very karmic-y energy. Oh, it's just a lesson. I don't believe in twin flames. And I really do feel a sense of just allowing others to influence us rather than turning within. So ideally, that's what I feel like you guys have gone through in the past, is like your masculine really did come here to help you to detach or help you to understand your self-worth. And I feel like many of you have experienced repetitive lessons around that theme. But you've just gotten to that point where you're like, middle fingers up to this whole journey, this whole twin flame experience. And I feel like when the feminine makes up her mind to do that, because you're the intuitive vessel on the journey, telepathy gets cut immediately. Your masculines can't reach out to you and speak any truth because you're at that place where your brain is your brain's fried. Okay, you just need peace. So going near water at this time could be very important for some of you, or spending time in nature. Okay, I mean, if a lot of you are not the outdoorsy type, it would be a good time to push yourself to do that. Go on a hike, go to the beach, and there's some of you who love the outdoors, and then there's some of you who don't. Like, I know people who hate the beach because they don't like the feeling of sand in between their toes, and other people can't fathom the thought of, like, who doesn't like the beach? But there are people like that. There are people who don't like going out on hikes because they don't like bugs and like the mud and the dirt. For earth signs, it's probably just a treat to be out in nature, but for other signs, it may not be quite the treat. Okay, so everybody is different strokes for different folks, I guess, but the main thing is that nature heals. So for many of you who are looking to reconnect with your inner self, so that way you can get your own guidance on the journey with your divine masculine, or your divine feminine, if you're a masculine here that's watching, if you want clarity, I'm telling you guys, go out in nature right now, because swords energy is air energy, just up in your thoughts a lot, and in order to release that or to heal from that, the wind will help you, the wildlife will help you, just the energy that the trees release will give you a big, huge hug, okay? And then keep plants around you as well. They are living, breathing creatures who, they respond, okay? Like this, my little sassy girl over here. As you guys notice, I have 2 of them now, because actually my mom, she gave both of them to me because when she replanted them, she split them into 2. And when she came over, she's like, holy smokes, yours really took off. But it's because I talked to her, because she's such a sassy lady. Like every day she has a new leaf that has sprouted. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on with you? You're just growing like crazy. So my mom's like, you take mine. I think these are philodendron Birkins. So my mom's like, you take mine and make all of this growth happen. My mom's like, maybe they didn't want to be separated, because she parted the plant into 2 and gave me one because I was absolutely crazy about the white stripes in the leaves. So she's like, it's okay, I'm going to part them into 2 and then I'll keep one, you take one. So she was joking and saying, you know what, maybe this one's not thriving because it was separated from this one. So we put them back together. Okay, anyways, guys, sorry to get off topic. Let me get back to the reading, okay? So, anyways, enough of this energy, guys. We get it. Everybody's kind of fed up with this whole twin flame thing, this whole twin flame experience, getting absolutely frustrated that some of us may just be drawn to the readings because, again, sometimes it becomes almost like a need to know, a need to know where to go next. And I feel like if you need to know where to go next, don't turn on another tarot reading. Just go outside, okay? Literally lace up your shoes, put on a cap, put on your raincoat, whatever it is, wherever you are, whatever part of the world you're in, and just get out there. Take a drive if you need to get out of the city and go connect with the earth. Okay, let's see what's happening right now between you and your masculine, or you and your feminine, depending on who's watching the reading, okay? What is presently happening, okay? So there we have the Knight of Swords. So having to take action, and the action you're having to take is to get out of this energy here, okay? The Knight of Swords is about not feeling sorry for yourself, okay? It's about picking up yourself, probably from this slumber that you're in. The Knight of Swords sends a strong message. We mustn't feel sorry for ourselves, now must we? Okay, so a lot of you who may be feeling unorganized, drained, just like you're not feeling very clear right now, take action, get out of this, because it's only going to take you to do it. So forever who needs to hear this, roll out of bed in the morning. Make sure you set that alarm for like 5-6 a.m. and keep your phone in a different room away from you so that you're forced to get up out of bed. And guys, shower in the mornings. It's one of the best things you can do for just your aura, your energy, is to let water hit you the first thing in the morning. It's like way better than a cup of coffee. Sometimes I even forget to drink coffee because I shower, right when I wake up. It's just like such a habit because I feel like I can't go on. The only thing that's going to get that kind of groggy feeling away is not a cup of coffee, because now I'm still, my eyes are still heavy and stuff like that. But for me, the best way to put that pep in your step and to help you start your day is to just jump straight into the shower, okay? And if you're able to, make the water a little bit cooler than usual, okay? And this is all energy rooted around the Knight of Swords here. It's getting up, getting off your ass and taking action here, connecting with yourself. Your life is not a shit show. Yes, you've been on this journey. Yes, you've experienced hurt, betrayal, pain, but it's not the end, okay? I feel like this reading is telling you in the present moment, yes, you've experienced a wild ride with this masculine, with this feminine. Maybe this journey isn't what you thought it was all about, the chemistry, the romance, the passion. Maybe many of you are starting to realize that, wait a second, like this is a journey about me stepping into action, taking control of my own life, giving up karmic energies, letting others control my thoughts and my life and my feelings. It's like, how do I genuinely feel? Where am I at? Where is my person at? And where do I go from here? Using our common sense again is, themes of the Knight of Swords here, okay? Getting up off our ass, taking action, not feeling sorry for ourselves, and just seizing the day, speaking that truth and coming into terms with that truth. Okay, and nobody else is going to do it for you except yourself. This is the lesson of the Knight of Swords. Okay, nobody's going to stand around and have a cry show for you or a sad moment for you. It's like you have to get up off your ass and do something different. Do something different for yourself. Yeah, you've been through hell on this journey, but you'll be just fine, okay? We do have the Five of Swords. Oh, a lot of Swords energy coming through in this reading here. But for me, the Five is about necessary conflict, necessary change, okay? Yes, things may be, again, unorganized, decluttered. Things may be going wrong. You're having arguments with other people, misunderstandings. But see what this is teaching you about yourself, okay? It's time to forge your own path, because after the Five is the Six. And the Six is all about persevering despite the fact that things may be going wrong, okay? The Five of Swords also indicates the influence of other people, the advice from other people on the journey. It is time to remember where it is you stand on the journey. What are your thoughts on your person? Not what you heard in the last tarot reading, not what you feel like you were drawn to from somebody else's perspective, but taking a time away from all of that and finding out like where it is do I stand. Am I blocking this person because I genuinely feel like I need to take space and do something different for my vibration, or am I blocking them because I was influenced by the last tarot reading I just heard? I feel like taking back control is a really strong message here, despite a lot of the conflict that many of you may be going through. The answer to that is to take back your power, take back control, venture out into nature more. Connect with content on YouTube that uplifts you, things that make you feel creative. Remember some of your other passions, things that you want to learn, things that you want to know. Like instead of tuning into tarot readings in the morning, for example, many of you might say to yourself, okay, you know what? I really want to know what it's like to repair my kitchen sink, or I want to know what it's like to be an entrepreneur and run a business. Like, how do you actually post a video on YouTube, or how do you actually do, affiliate marketing? Certain things like that, I feel like many of us have forgotten about, and all of that has actually contributed to a lot of the distance that masculine and feminine are feeling. So for both counterparts right now, it's really important that use this time of separation, this time of like not feeling one another, because I do see the telepathy returning, but at this very moment, use that time to remember your passions again. Don't let this journey bog you down, and don't let the energies that are trying to infiltrate you away from your truth and a lot of the hard work that you've done so far. Just remember to tune it all out and focus again on your passions, things that make you feel alive, things that make you feel good. There's lots of creators as well on YouTube who are just in the thick of it, doing a lot of the passions and hobbies that you guys may want to try, or you may see yourself wanting to dabble in. Connect with those people for a while. Those communities miss you. Okay? I love you guys. Take it easy, and I will catch you in the next reading. Okay? Bye, guys.